2025, we're still in the first quarter of the year. What a way to begin season 2. I'm talking the month of love. And obviously, our discussion will be focused on love. My name is Samoki Tete. This is The Opinion. And I'm not doing this alone. As usual, I have beautiful, intelligent co-host here with me. I have with me on my right,
Zainab Aisha Pasa is back to be on your screen.
And she's all dazzling in her red. Then on my left, I have
Zipporah, I'll say Boating.
Mama Zip.
Yes.
Akwaba.
Yeah.
All right, today we are going to talk about love, and I promise you that this season of The Opinion is going to be exciting, thrilling, intriguing, very informative, and entertaining. And today's topic is Valentine's present. It's time. Okay, Valentine's present is the thought that counts, true or false. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, I have someone very special on the set with us today. We take a breather. We'll be back. So on The Opinion, you know that we only bring you people who are very informative and entertaining. And we have here with us today Kwabena Bediako Entry Dako, aka IBK, aka Wafa One. Wafa One, Akwaba.
Yeah, good to have me here. Good.
Yeah, I know the name. You'll be thinking, who is? But when you hear Wafa One, you know who we are talking about. So, Akwaba.
Yeah.
Right, you are coming from Cape Coast, right?
I'm coming from Central Region.
Wow.
Cape Coast. No, Kaswa.
Kaswa.
Kaswa City.
How Kaswa became part of the Central Region is so interesting. But we are talking Valentine.
I mean, we're talking Valentine. It's good to talk love, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talk appreciation and talk about celebration as well. I mean, so it's good. It's good to have me part of you and then share this discussion.
Are you a Valentine guy? You are in red, so we are assuming obviously. Are you that type who thinks about Valentine? Are you crazy about it, or you are the type who doesn't think it's necessary?
I think that, for my personal opinion, I'm not a Valentine animal, so to speak, but I'm a love person.
Okay.
Since Valentine's talks about loving people and showing affection and all that, I believe in love as the ultimate. But in terms of Valentine as a celebration, I'm an African man. I do believe in love. You know, before this Valentine celebration of love came from the Romans, it was introduced by colonial masters to be part these days. We as an Africans have our own way to show love to our people, to show love to our women.
How did we show love? I'm interested in that.
So some of them, if you pick the Krobos, if you pick the Nigerians, if you pick the South Africans, the Zulu had a dance where, you know, these young girls who were ripe for marriage would dance with something.
Tell me about that.
So I mean, all these things are, it's like telling somebody that, let me just digress a little bit, telling somebody that before the white man came to Africa, we didn't worship God. No, we had a way of worshiping God. Even when we're pouring libation, we believe that we were speaking to God through somebody.
Right.
So it's love, and I think it is good. It's become part of us, and so I think it is good for all of us to share. But my problem these days is that I don't believe in making it sound like it's a death warrant. You get what I mean? Because some people, or a lot of young women or some beautiful ladies out there think that they take craze of it, that if somebody I love or somebody who I care for that don't present me with an expensive, they see it to be an opportunity to rip others off, the men. That's my thinking.
Okay.
I believe love, in as much as it is, whichever small way that it comes, if that partner pays attention to you, yeah, and know what you want, it could be a dinner, it could be on a candlelight, it could be a getaway trip, it could be anything, it could be even writing a note of love, it could be sending a bouquet of flower, buying cologne or anything, or jewels. Yes, it's good. But I think people should not make it there shouldn't be any yardstick to measure people that during Valentine's Day, I'm so expectant of it. The little things.
Right.
Even sometimes sitting to have a conversation out of the house, you know, it makes it work.
I have to come to you because the way you are nodding and smiling, and it's like he's hitting the right notes for you.
Yeah, I think that we're on the same part. I mean, I totally agree with him that yes, you show affection with gifts and all that sometimes, and for me, it's not the gifts, it's the thoughts behind it. So we shouldn't make it the price. It should be the thoughts, the consideration, the efforts. So that's why I was nodding and agreeing with him. So I think that we should look beyond the price tag of what you were giving me, but rather look at the fact that I was thought of fondly, and you know, I went that extra mile to, you know, give you this.
Will it be different if, let's say, you know, you are married or you are dating, and should that be different from someone trying to court you, trying to ask you out, and maybe the person feels like today is Val's Day, let me use this opportunity to ask this lady out or this gentleman out, and then I'm bringing a gift. Will the same thing hold for that?
Totally. It still will, and even more importantly, because you're not trying to get into my life, so you're getting to know me. So this is where consideration comes in. If we're not really engaging each other well, obviously you wouldn't have an idea of what should even be a proper gift to give me. So I think that the consideration is a big part of it. So even that part where we're courting, knowing you, knowing me, the choice of a gift should be very, very important, because if not, you might miss it. You might miss it and give me a wrong gift, if there's anything like that. Do you understand?
Would you agree to that?
Partly. Because if you're trying to court me, maybe we've been dating for like 3 months.
No, he
6
doesn't.
months.
He's your friend or has observed you, and it's Val's Day. He wants to give you something.
You must do something. I mean, you can't just
Where
let the
do
day.
something means?
It can be even a card, a simple card.
When
with
you said car,
a card. I didn't say
I thought I heard
a simple card, okay, and with some specialized notes, okay, or maybe flowers, wine.
Then a specialized note.
A better natural, something from your heart. Maybe it's maybe from your heart.
I love
natural, yeah. No, I love
The other one is a cliche.
For maybe you know, something thoughtful, simple, you know. Another wine be, flowers be, you know, roses, or you can just plan a night, a date. Okay, it shouldn't be something so huge.
But are you being realistic here? Because if you want to date someone, and on Val's Day, you fancy competition is tight, and then you bring a note, I care about you and something, and that's okay for the girl.
So that is the problem with us, this generation of women.
And we are talking to this generation.
Yeah, that is
women.
the problem. We are so fixated on the big things that we lose sight of the little things. Okay, someone can come into your life and decide to bring you a rented Range Rover or a rented Mercedes Benz as a gift. As a vase, then we have a I'm not best be watching that baby watch. All right,
yeah.
But I will go for someone who says, "Okay, baby, what are we doing this Valentine's night? I want to take you to so and so hotel or so and so restaurant, or let's say there's a teddy bear. I bought you a teddy bear with roses. I will really appreciate that." Than to bring me big. But if you have the money and you want to bring me the big, boy, I'm ready.
Okay, but sometimes you will be hinting. And I'm saying this from my personal experience. And I say this on live TV, on TV, that I have never gotten a teddy bear. And I always say I want a teddy bear, and people will buy me things that are more expensive than a teddy bear, but I just want a teddy bear, and I'll never get it.
I agree with you on that.
Sometimes people will give you stuff and you are wondering, but I just said I wanted a teddy bear. You can bring me this huge hamper, this, that, give me money, but if you had just made it a teddy bear, I would really appreciate it. And it looks like some of them don't pay attention to that. You are a man. Why don't you guys pay attention to what ladies actually need or would appreciate more?
Would it be a need or a want?
A want, yeah.
It's a want, yeah.
It's you see, you talk about the competition bit of it, that you find yourself in a corporate environment. You find yourself elsewhere where you know, being part of girls group where it's Vows Day, and some girls are receiving cakes, others are receiving phones, others are receiving this, and you have a friend that at the back of your mind, you know, this guy, you are madly in love with the guy. You are just marking time for the right time to come. But out of nowhere, this guy comes out often to surprise you with stuff. He's able to do things for you that sometimes even surprises you. Now it comes Vows Day, this gentleman doesn't send anything, but sends you a chocolate and probably a flowers, and say this after work probably you will go for a dinner or something. But you see your friends receiving iPhones and other stuff. Others are even receiving cars and 2-bedroom mansions on that. Don't you think that if you are not a woman of substance, or a woman who is trained, you look at the other side and lose that gentleman who has a future that would, if you are able to settle with that guy, you have all these things in abundance in millions. This is what is happening these days, that a lot of marriages are breaking down. People are not going for the right partners and rather losing the good ones. I share experience with you, so I think I've been married not quite long, for I think February this 24th will be 18 years. So
not quite long.
24th
Congratulations.
of February. Thank you. It will be 18 years.
I'm not 8 months.
18 years. And before I met my wife, we're courting and all that, dating, and the first time I met my wife in that year when Vows Day came, I was trying to prove to her that Charlie,
a guy.
Me a guy.
Hey,
I have to do something.
You know what I'm saying?
And that there was not rich there. So I have to move her to somewhere to ensure that I get the dare. To get the dare to come and surprise. So you see, I couldn't place a phone call or anything. Way back, phones were not that common. So I didn't even say, so I had to leave and come the next day because I was chasing for some cash to go and buy stuff to come and surprise her. When I returned, I brought all the stuff. She was really angry with me and said, why didn't you send me a call, or why didn't you say anything to me or come to see me?
That meant something more.
She was not expecting all the stuff that I brought to her. All she was looking for was to see my person. And to have a nice talk or something, or even a card would have been. So then from then I said, wow, I have to work with wisdom. And women are complicated, and you need to be, you see, you can't treat all women equal.
No way.
Thank you.
That's why I'm saying that.
You get a clap for that.
Thank you.
You get a clap for that.
That's why I'm saying
because
that.
what might be good for Adjoa is not good for Abna. It's a fact.
And same way, if ladies will also have to pay attention, I'm sure it will not go too much. I mean, money is good. Bible even talks about money answers all. So, but people these days, most of these are beautiful young ladies these days, are looking too much of the material things than what will be good for them. And so they are losing sight of the good ones. It is not good to put too much pressure on men. If you put too much pressure on men, they will find the ways and means to satisfy you. But at the long run, they will disappoint you. That's why a lot of the young guys these days, I mean, oh, you want this? They'll go all out to even go and, like you said in your submission,
Rent.
go and rent.
Take it later.
And you
Oh
can
my
even
God.
go and you see
And take a picture of it and
and
throw
you
it
see
on
women,
Facebook
yes,
and
and we
social
see-
media,
we see
so
we-
that your friends see
Yeah.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we-
Envy you for nothing.
Yeah.
we men, we understand each other, and we always be there to support our brother
Yeah.
in the brotherhood.
The
That's how
brotherhood.
it's done.
Brotherhood,
So,
no.
so the
Hadrim.
brotherhood didn't have him because you see, if we know that our brother care for my sister, my sister is looking too materialistic and expecting more. And we want our brother to get that. We will support our brother with
the cash,
anything
no.
to make sure that
He gets that
he
woman.
gets that woman. Someone out there. Onya
The whole
we
nation
are.
had
Yeah.
money about Mutiwo.
Sana mama.
now
See,
they will
Now
dream.
the money about
aha,
Mutiwo.
into oya say we are. Obe disappoint you because obe na open na obe loan a year big wedding. They say all they are looking for is have a bridal party about 16.
What's
So
it?
that they're dancing when they are entering and all that social media the vibe. But after that, have you sit
Reality
to ask
setting,
yourself
yeah.
that where is this guy getting all this money from? Is he going to be able to meet my needs after we are
Moving
done
forward.
with So I think that it is good to love, it is good to show love, it is good to express love during Valentine's Day. It speaks for itself. We love, we appreciate and all that, but we have to be modest in, and also those of us expecting, we need to also lower the expectation,
Okay.
so that we don't put
That's fine.
excess pressure, and it should always not come from the men.
I was
It-
just going to.
it should always
I was
not come
also.
from
I
the
was
men
just going to
as
say
well.
that.
Yes.
I don't want us to center this discussion on
Now
just
some
the
men,
men.
mostly singlets,
It should
not
also, it
also.
should also not come
Almost
from
yes.
singlets, no
We
handkerchiefs,
shouldn't
no
let
boxes,
us
Oh,
do
yeah,
no
you
that.
said
dog.
they need it.
On
They need it.
Valentine's
It's
Day, women
something
should
they
be the
need,
only
so that's
ones
why we keep providing
expecting.
it.
We shouldn't make it look like women are the only ones
Aisha.
expecting something from
Aisha.
Yeah, we
from
also
their
expecting
partner.
Aisha.
something
So,
Men
so,
also
so
expect things
singlets,
from their
no.
women.
Singlets, boxes, and the entire.
towel, white towel.
White towel.
Why not share them?
Asa.
Anyway, almost
Nobody
say, man,
need it.
that's the only thing we give
Na
them.
some-
But
Yeah.
I've never given that before.
That's what they say.
So I can't even
also
belong
never
to
given
that school of
No,
thought.
no,
I can
they are
never. I can
no,
never be in
no,
that school of
son,
thought because
let
me
me-
might be
Maybe,
that.
maybe.
Singlet and saying.
That's what they say, and social media is all over the place. Like we are tired. Yes, we just on the book out.
Oh, no, I don't think. I think that's not factual. That's not.
Zip defend us.
No. Well, but
You have a point,
again,
but
I'm
some
even
men-
surprised
Yeah.
because so in Toronya's are water park.
So does it mean that if I see a very nice panties, a G-strings or something, a bra that is nice and I buy for you,
That's what
that
we buy
means
in
that
Kasa.
you don't really, you know.
I was
you
going
don't
to
buy.
say something, but
That
no,
means you
maybe
don't buy.
it is.
No, maybe that's what I want to see on, or that's what he wants to see on me. Into the white tunnel that brim. Maybe I'm
But so why is it not the thought for
I want
them?
you to have
So
it.
exactly what I was
So
going
when
to
they
say.
are
Can
the
I land? Come in here. I think that in saying that people should consider the, you should get to know who I am, what I like, and all that. It should apply to the men as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
So in buying a gift for your man on Valentine's Day, consider his likes and dislikes. You can't just, if you have expectations of him, also put yourself in that place to know that he equally has expectations of you. So yes, he might not have as many boxes as you deem it fit, but can't you buy the boxes for him on any other day?
But then,
should
Aisha,
it be
that's
on
contradictory
Valentine's Day?
because if you are talking about the thought, and the lady feels like, oh,
I can
I like
afford-
this guy, I can only afford,
afford
boxes or
and
singlets or
That's what I can afford, so
handkerchief
the thought
or
should
tie.
count.
Why is it that
the
one is
thought
not the
should
thought?
count, but you can give it to him even in Easter.
No, but
It shouldn't necessarily be on
I think
Valentine's
it's
Day.
centered on the Val's Day.
I
Yeah,
think
so
that-
Val's Day, Aisha, what should
So
we do?
you've created that there, Val's Day, no?
Oh,
I didn't
that
be
man
when your
did.
boxes.
Boxes,
When your
singlet,
singlets. One another the mass
Nah,
of the
socks.
Or children.
I think girls don't have
I
money.
think it's a misconception.
Yeah,
And-
most
It is a
Most people
misconception,
can't
and we should
afford-
try
most
and
people can't
erase
afford.
that
You see-
misconception. So far as I'm concerned, I think that we can go beyond that. You can even get your partner a nice shirt.
Or a perfume.
A cologne, a perfume,
Yeah.
Have to be too
and a nice
expensive.
wristwatch. Now, we say you watch, and be no watch.
But sometimes, so if you're dating someone
Do-
who has the money,
Do customized bangles or something.
So those are the people who
Do
need the
things
small things.
Yeah.
A dinner out with you alone
Exactly.
to a surprise place that because the man is always working. He's always on the road. He hasn't even gotten time to sit with you.
So we are giving you gifts.
And
those are the small things.
also, it's most of the time is men that are taking women out. So can't you also take your man out on Valentine's?
It should change.
Oh, honey, this Valentine, I'm going to give you a dinner treat.
Say, my man, where are you?
That should be wonderful to do that. So now change, turn the tables around.
Yeah.
So instead of giving him all those things, give him, you know what, even a box of chocolates. If your man is somebody who has a sweet tooth, it's bunya. Give him, and if he likes his a little alcohol, you can get him a bottle of something that he likes.
Interesting.
It can be a drink that you know that he likes, because you know that you'll be winning with him if you give him that, because this is something he likes. So you do something like that. So let's drill from that.
Boxes.
Men also like balloons. We think it's only women who love balloons.
So,
but some men love
it's
balloons.
the thoughts. Let's not forget that. It's
But
not really about
the thoughts.
the price to it.
Aisha, the thoughts, the girls spin it too. Oh, it's the thoughts. As for this, my guy, like let's say I married to him, I'll be like, oh, he doesn't need anything. Oh no, he has so just boxes should be fine.
That is why I'm saying that we think like that.
Yeah.
We think like that. But remember, a man also wants to be treated
Pampered,
nice.
yes.
I mean, you can say
especially from his man, from his
an
woman.
African wear shirt, you can get one of these good
Yes.
guys who do it. To
Give him that gift, and he would love it. So the gifts. The gift ideas,
something simple. Or you can even take him to the barbering shop and give him a very nice haircut. Take him to an expensive place.
Give him a spa
treat.
Give him a spa treat.
Okay,
he's working so hard. He's tired. Give him a spa treat.
A pedicure session for your man.
It's important.
It's good.
It's
enjoy boxes. This 2025, you're redeem yourself. You're redeem.
You're guilty of it. You're very guilty of it.
You see, for women, every little thing that you do for us, we really gets to our heart.
Yes, and because so it's from his woman.
Yes, if you treat a man well, naturally men are king. That's that's how we are created. Pamper us and you get everything.
Let me start pampering them.
You see,
I totally agree.
Every king would treat a queen very well.
Very well.
So it is reciprocal.
This year we suffered, girls. Soft life.
That's how, if you want to pick something from your man, you need to approach him well.
You need to know how to go about things. Yes.
So that if the little thing that you'll be surprised, you do that dinner out tonight.
Oh.
Will lead
to
your husband changing your Toyota car for you
to
a Tesla.
Amen.
No, yeah, okay, box idea.
They be a box that's not sharing.
So
now if they keep giving you the same gift, will you be happy?
Right. So
exactly. Will do better.
So in as much as the thought is important, you also need to consider a few things. Like you shouldn't be the same gift all the time.
Yeah.
So predictable. Your one knows that this year not the way I know this season you should change things. So like bibi kakra. Now my next question is sometimes people don't give the right gifts. When it comes, and I mentioned it earlier, that I don't wear watches. And I once dated someone who went, all the way to buy and ship or whatever a watch for me, brought it, and I had to just fake it like I was happy about it because I never wear watches. So when the watch came, I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Oh, wow, thanks. And
did he know?
He didn't know, and he didn't ask, and I couldn't say anything. I was like, okay. Then months later, he was like, sang me to a watch, the mouth I won't share that, and I didn't know how to tell him. Say, "Member watch," So it was a very awkward thing for me.
So I think the missing link was from your end. Okay. So this is what couples have to do, whether you are married or you are dating or whatever. Like you said we have to pay attention to each other. Now, things that you want to communicate, through your conversations day in and day out, you might have come on and say, hey, I watch them in crowd. It will ring a bell and say, oh, one point in time, you mentioned Me that watch that I'm not a watch person crowd. You say it out of the blue, but it was sync.
So we should be intentional about
About
chipping
someone
in some
that
of these
chipping
things
in
as time goes on.
sometimes goes on. The
Yeah.
things that
Yeah.
your likes and your dislikes,
Yeah.
conversation, it might
Yeah.
come.
We should
It's
chip
not
in.
Because
like a direct
Aisha,
thing,
earlier when we were having backdoor conversation, you said something, and I think this will answer that for me. That if you don't, people will not ask you if you want this or that, and the person assumes that because Sang doesn't wear a watch. It means maybe you hear watch.
That's it.
You not wearing it makes you feel like you hear watch, or maybe someone doesn't like iPhone, or you have Android pay. But because your man might think that you are always using Android, let me get. Maybe you've never said why you don't use
like
iPhone,
it, yeah.
so they think you need it, and then they buy you one, or you would want it. So we need to communicate
It's
clearly.
a communication, and like he said, sometimes with hints. There's never a good time to have a conversation with your partner, because you're supposed to build that. So as you're talking all the time, things come up, and it's for us to also listen when our better halves are talking.
Yeah.
Because that is how we get those missing links.
Yeah.
So if there are two ways in which we communicate. You are communicating, but it's listening.
Is this sinking
Is it
in?
sinking in, or you communicated it and it got in and in passing, so it didn't sink? There are some men who listen when you speak, because he wants to do right by you.
Yeah.
So those kind of men, when you hint them, sometimes you're even saying it not necessarily to him, but he gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it. So if he's going to do something for you or about you, he considers
Yeah.
those things.
I think it's
so
very
it's through
important.
conversations that these things are picked. But sometimes some men too directly would ask you, "Oh, do you like this?" So if
And that
he
is
asks
fine.
you,
Yeah,
so
I
if that question
yeah.
He
comes,
wants to
then,
get it
Yeah, I think
then you say.
Yes.
So some won't ask you
Yeah.
because they don't want it to look like because they feel like, oh, I should know. But
you're offended.
It's always important
To be on the
that
safer side, just
we
ask.
talk.
You can
And
ask.
if you don't know, you ask, because that's the only way. Because you need to be intentional about things sometimes.
So sometimes
need to
You
be
don't want a
intentional about it.
surprise
You can
goes
even
wrong.
put it, in a way that the person will not suspect is you.
Yeah.
Hey, D, and I'll cry and say, "Oh, cry will be child." Then what are the things
Then
that
fine.
you
can-
know?
and Madam will be on
myself
top of
is
channel,
a-
hey, who do you offer my girl? No.
So these are
She
the
will-
things.
yeah.
You
out
ask
of
about
the-
it for your friend, but indirectly to
It's for
yourself.
you. Anyway, yeah,
But
I
the
agree
thing is
with
that I would say that if you are
Yes.
with a man who gives you gifts on a regular and fails to give you gifts on Val's Day, it shouldn't be a problem because you already know your partner.
Okay.
Or you are with a woman who showers you with gifts periodically. Not giving you gifts on Val's Day shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a deal breaker at all.
It's a,
Media
But
bear
we are
kakra.
also in a social media era, or we are in a different era this time. Where, as you said, you are in the office with your colleagues. Val's Day, this one is bringing hamper, this one is bringing in breakfast items, teddy bears and all that.
teddy
Now
bear,
your
yeah.
girlfriend we're nyashi.
now
At
a
least,
girlfriend and
who's
nyashia.
family
Ebia
day?
now gift no a dinner treats.
Yeah.
Ebia na a weekend away. Why should I come and show that in the
People
office?
should not compete.
So
with
you don't
others.
have to compete
That's
with
right,
people.
so yeah, now they move
So
on.
we Valentine
No, but
present
what
it.
if
Ebia na ya
You see,
dinner in the skies. Dinner in the skies.
No, I think that you see, as you said, you
Bring
need
something in the
to.
daytime. So
Why
that-
am I showing it to anybody
I
on social
think that
media?
you
Who
need to
wants
know
my
your-
That's
life?
why that's why we have nashed.
I think you need to know your partner and what your partner thinks about things and how
Yeah,
they feel.
how she takes things
For,
or he or
for
she
I,
takes
for
things.
one, I'm very big on birthdays. Some people are not. They don't care. They even their birthday
here.
will pass without them
Same
knowing
here.
that
Birthday
it's their
means,
birthday and it's already.
Asamabo.
Maybe we enter March, they realize, hey, make my birthday 3 days ago. But if it matters to your partner, I think you should acknowledge that. No, okay, maybe it's not a big thing, but something small. Maybe a card or something, the person appreciates it, you
With
know.
a tiny, small, cute teddy bear.
Exactly.
I think
Some
that-
balloons.
Have
Helium
you-
balloons. Then they present it.
Mama Zim, I also think that people should know their partner's love language. What is your love language? I mean, one of my love languages is gifts.
Me too.
I don't wait for occasions
Yeah,
to
one
give
of
gifts.
them, number one.
I like to give random gifts,
Yeah.
and as I do, I expect it
Me
back
too.
as well
Okay.
because it's my love language.
Yeah, me too.
I love to receive gifts, but I'm big on gifting. I just love it
Me so sad.
because I feel that we should. It's one of the reasons that keeps our relationship going.
Okay.
You know, yeah, you need to be intentional about these things and you need to be spontaneous about it too. So we don't have to just wait, because occasionally we all know that when it's Valentine's Day, I will get something. When it's Christmas, you will get something. What about the other days?
Yeah.
So
when it's birthday, you
so
get
let me cut
something.
in
So
quickly.
you need to also just, you know, just gifts, even when there's not. And let your partner ask, oh, how did I earn this and all that, and then say, oh, I'm just using it to appreciate you, because we need to learn to do these things. So like you said, so that if Valentine's comes and you just get a card, you would love that, because it's a thought behind it. We've said here that it is not the price to the gift, but really the thoughts and the consideration of it. So if we appreciate that, then we won't make a fuss about the fact that, oh, I get sometimes some of us, when we get angry, you need to appease us.
Of course.
I don't make caraba.
I mean,
Do you understand? So
that's a good thing.
Exactly.
I mean,
So
for men, we always have to do
so
that.
when you know that the anger and where do level be, and in there just a common sorry won't make
It won't
up.
suffice.
You learn these things, you know. So those things also come in. So like the issue of the flowers and those things. I mean, our mama flowers Valentine. Oh, shut down shit, because they be before Valentine, but we be many flowers, because I touching kakabe.
So
you should know these things.
Yeah.
and
It's
it worked.
important.
Because
And it works.
It works.
and each time I had a problem with my wife from my early stages, even until now, when you know she's paced out to the level, I have to go out and buy something nice. Algeria. Algeria. Now I know I say, hey, what did you for your trust in
You know,
so you take delight in.
Yeah.
not necessarily, but it's
Okay, women love everything nice.
Everything nice.
Everything nice.
Everything
On this note,
fancy.
we take a quick break. When we come back, we are still in Valentine, and we are going to talk about do singles dread Valentine's Day? And maybe, apart from my watch, which was a bad gift, have they also received any bad gifts? We'll discuss that when we come back. Many thanks for staying with us. This is The Opinion. You can find us on YouTube as well, The Opinion. Also try to follow us on all our social media platforms. Now we go into that part of the discussion where it touches my soul. And that's where the Ankonam singles are. So do you people think that singles are pressurized during vows season? I'll start with you, Zip.
Why should you be?
Okay, you mean why should the
Why
singles?
should singles be pressured?
Hey, sister.
I mean, if you have someone in your life, fine. If you don't, just find other single friends and plan something. You don't necessarily need someone to show you love. Vows Day, show yourself love. If you don't have anyone
But we
in
show
your life,
yourself love.
show yourself love.
Every year, you show
Step
yourself.
out there, do something beautiful for yourself. Okay, if you don't have someone, don't let it pressure you. Cry, say, "Oh, be there when you didn't get this," and then you'll be depressed. You'll be indoors feeling miserable.
Or you send gifts to
No.
yourself. You know they do that.
People do that.
They'll send gifts
if
to
that's what makes
themselves
you
and
feel better, honey, do it. Okay, or step out there, plan something, do something. Don't just box yourself because you don't have anyone, or you didn't have anyone to show you.
But it's understandable that they feel a bit pressurized
you will
because all the love in the air.
Something it will bring you something that you also feel special.
That's it.
But it will happen. It will happen at the right time.
Right.
But if you don't have that, don't put pressure on yourself.
Well,
show
for one.
yourself love. You are loved.
Yeah, my pressure
Some singles do
Yes, yeah, fair.
go. Some singles do go
It
under
will not matter in
pressure.
heaven.
Others don't. And the reason is that, you see, when these singles see couples receiving gifts and all that, exchanging love and pleasantries and all the beautiful things around, this celebration, makes them feel lonely, makes them feel more, left out. Others too, Charlie, because of these days, how the media vibe is, the emphasis on vows celebration. You pass everywhere, it's on TV, you pass everywhere, banners are hung, the radio stations are all drumming it. It puts a lot of pressure on these guys, or these single ones. But I think that some too live their own life, and I think that is the best. If you don't yearn for things that you cannot get, so what some decide is to do maybe friends outing, family visitations, cousins calling them and having a date with your own pals and say, Charlie, on this was a Charlie, say. So they've created a a group. Single girls or single guys association, let's move out this celebration day. And I think it helps to calm nerves down so that they also in their own right have their own celebration and excitement.
I shall be it's so hard. You have had a bit of bout of being single, that space. How did you handle that space when you were single?
I know that it's a very sensitive yet complex, situation. To be, especially when it's Valentine's season like this, where people are expecting loved ones to be there for them and celebrate with them and all that. But it actually even makes you annoyed. It makes you feel lonely. It makes societal there's pressure on you and you feel left out. But I don't think that I've had that drastic feeling before because I've always had my children, and it's a period where you can also enjoy with they are my loved ones.
They're already tasking you to bring gifts.
Yes, and they've been expecting and getting the gifts for some time now. I mean, since they went to the uni, every Valentine's Day, I send them chocolates and other things. So they expect it, and so it will go this year as well. So. You need to create, your own kind of love space. You need to be compassionate about it yourself. So I think that to each their own. It's how you embrace it.
Yeah.
Because at some point in your life, you can be single, and so you feel lonely and all that. Remember, some is by choice. Some is also not by choice. You can be widowed. You didn't ask for it. So it will make you single and lonely. So are you going to say that because of that you enjoy the season of all that? So it wasn't a choice you asked for, you made, but it happened. That is life. Life happens. So at some points in our lives we get lonely, and it's normal. But in that period, what do you do so that you don't feel like you are being left out of all these things? And also let us understand that being lonely or being single at a certain time in our lives doesn't define who we are. And so let's still find something to enjoy, no matter how much we find ourselves in that place. So for me, I've never really felt it like that, And you always have admirers, who would also surprise you without you even knowing that they exist. Trust me, it's even during this time that you get to know some admirers of yours, and so you receive gifts. Unknowing to yourself, you would get. I remember 2 years ago telling my daughter, who is in the university, that, Princess, you get a gift. And she said, Mommy, the only gift I'm expecting is from you. I said, no. You will be surprised. You have admirers. So. Before the day and the called, they said, Mommy, are you a magician or what? I said, I'm talking from experience.
Yeah, people,
so you have people that admire you. So this is the time they can break the ice. Yeah. So they would, surprise you with some gifts
I'm not
here and there. So it wasn't something you were expecting, but they come. You understand? So yeah,
because even when I'm like single, I get a lot of gifts. Last year I did something. So I wrote before Val's Day that a list, I just like for fun, I just said a list of the items I want on Val's Day, and I think I got everything on the list.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
And you're not single at all.
I must also say that one of the things that has really helped this country, especially when it comes to the youth, the craze of Valentine's Day was when was it at some Barton's time, I don't know the minister back then, when they introduced the chocolate day celebration.
The chocolate,
because the hype was so much that people were going through all sort of emotions.
Was it Jake?
You know, to I think it was Jake.
Jacob, may his soul rest in peace. He used to do that.
And it brought this noise and this problem of people going through trouble and stress to go heaven and earth to provide for their lives. So it wasn't
so the king's buys became the ish.
And now the chocolate thing has come to stay.
It's become a chocolate
so I think
thing.
it's something that we need to also continue to drum home, where we will ensure that everybody see Chocolate Day as a celebration of vows day, celebration of love. Let those who are the ish to go out there to enjoy with their loved ones do it, but I shouldn't put pressure. And we should appreciate it. It also helps economic wise, where we are promoting chocolate, the golden tree chocolate. It's help people to know about our product.
And that was the essence of it. And it really went with one Valentine's Day. I happened to I found myself in Parliament House that time, and when it was everywhere. By the time you get to the entrance, before you go to the foyer and everywhere, they were sharing chocolates. It was Valentine's Day and it was beautiful. like you look forward to receiving one, because it's not your loved one, but somebody is giving you chocolates to show that you've been thought about.
Zip, I'll give you the last word on this one. Then we move to
parents who have daughters, especially in uni, secondary school and all that, please make it a conscious effort to show your children love. Some of these girls don't have boyfriends, and so they feel extremely lonely around this time. I remember some few years ago, a friend of mine, her daughter called her from uni and said, "Mommy, I don't have a boyfriend. Everybody is receiving gifts. So I'm so sad."
My mom,
when my friend told me, I was like, "No, call her. Let's step out."
Yeah.
So we went out with her.
Beautiful.
We had a great
when I was
day,
at Infantiman too, the same thing.
So don't just neglect your girl. That is what pushes them into having unnecessary relationships. Which
and even not you, the mothers, it's we the men.
Yeah.
So we need to treat our daughters as our girlfriends.
Your girlfriend.
I've told my daughter, who is telling me
that, hanging out with their boys.
I am your boyfriend. Anything you want, ask me. I am your. And that's how when you bring them up.
You are doing wrong.
I'm telling you. And I'm even doing it for my son and my daughter. So it's not just my daughter.
Yes.
I'm doing it for both of them.
My mom does that. I remember when I was at Infantiman, I knew nobody who is going to give me something. But every Vows Day, way back, I'm talking about 2000 to 2002. My mom will send me flowers and a card. So when they mentioned my name, I'm like, and then I'll go and it's for my mom. And I'm so shocked, and you feel very special. Because Infantiman, when you nash and you are asleep, they'll put Pepsodent around you. And then when you wake up,
what they do?
One nash. But when she does that, I'm like, oh, Radime does.
Parents should step up. We should step up.
I think it also boils down to the relationship. Create relationships with your children. Because by showing them love and by showing them, you are making them also appreciate even the essence of this,
and they're giving,
and then also showing them that it's okay to gift people, every now and again. So there's nothing wrong with that. But what better way to do it if you yourself are showing them? If you tell them, oh, expect something, what did you give her or what did you give him? Now, expect in free. Show it first.
One last one. Okay. I think the celebration of Vows Day should also not be limited to loved ones only.
Exactly.
We should extend it to people. We can, you see, it's love.
Love.
It's a moment of love, affection.
Go to the orphanage.
So you can go to orphanages. You can even
show some love.
You can put the family together and say, let's visit auntie, let's visit grandma, let's visit grandpa. These are things that it establish the bond between these families. And so they learn, they grow up, and it's with them.
Right. So before we wrap up on this particular episode of season 2, is there anything like a bad Vows Day gift?
There is. If you are gifting someone, you need to be very careful about what you are gifting. If you are not careful, your gift may come across as offensive or a nuisance. So let's say you want to gift me something, you go and bring something I don't like. Maybe I'm a Muslim, you go and bring me something that is haram. You don't have to do that. Or you bring me something you have to bring, that's what we were saying. Listen to us. Pay attention to whatever we say. Get clues so that you can give us something meaningful, something worthwhile, okay? So don't go and bring me toothpaste. When you bring me toothpaste, you're trying to tell me that my mouth smells or what?
So I was coming to that, like, what is the distinction between something that you don't really like the watch? It wasn't offensive. It was just something I didn't like.
I would have liked that.
And yeah, you would have loved that. And the gifts that are offensive. Aisha, you did some, about that. What are the offensive gifts and the ones that, are just something that the person might not really like that much?
Well, I believe that, like, I think we've said in this conversation that we should be intentional with our gifts. We should put more thought into it, and we should also look at the person that we are with and what they like and would not like. So if you have done that, then I'm hoping that you wouldn't give a bad gift. But should you do that, or if you are still in this space where you are getting to know each other, one of the things that you don't want to give a woman you are getting to know is to go and give her a gym card, for instance, to say that, oh, Val's Day I'm giving, because we do spa vouchers and the rest, because maybe I want to give you a spa treat and all that. That's not a bad thing, because we all go through the hustling of life. So if you give me a spa voucher, of course, that has a massage, pedicure, and I don't know how many people would not like such a gift. But
I might take it and never go. I'm like that.
And also, yeah, maybe it's because of time, maybe. But if you come and give me a card to go to the gym, but you're lazy, and so these are not. It won't come across well. Or you come and give me a vacuum cleaner.
There are
Samoki, a vacuum cleaner for
maybe I like to set out a pedicure and stuff like that. Maybe I like to do that. So when I'm gifting you, even if let's say I'm a guy, I like that. So I'm thinking you're a girl, you might appreciate that. Sometimes we think that it's offensive, but the person is coming from a good place.
Oh, well, so we are different people. So if a spa treat is coming to somebody like me, oh, hallelujah, I would love it. And I will make time to use it, because it's a need at some point in our lives to go for a massage.
You need it.
And go for a pedicure. It's part of our personal wellness. So I would accept it gladly. I probably might not have the time to use it immediately, but most of these vouchers has like a time frame. Sometimes a year, 6 months, 3 months. So I will work around it so that I'm able to go and have and make use of it. So
would you say that there's something as an offensive gift or something as a gift that's bad?
I will not be able to point out a gift that is offensive, but maybe a gift that might not really please the person.
Right.
And I think to keep it simple, one of the things you need to do is just like my sister mentioned in the submission. You can go to, now there are a lot of boutiques, they have vouchers, go for a voucher gift or a gift card. And then, or maybe, you ladies now love your hair. So you can go to some of these salons and say, look, you have a gift card or a gift voucher, which costs so and so amount, and then you present it to your woman or your loved one. Let her go out so that you will not go in for something that the person, rather than to do you good, to bring. But one of the worst things will be, can you imagine on a vows day where
it's the thoughts,
on a vows day where you've been promised that, you are going out on a date for a dinner. You get there, you wait for this guy, only God knows, and he doesn't show up.
Oh, wow.
Stood you up. What will happen?
But even if he pays for everything, you will still not be happy. Because the presence is not there. So that would be very horrible.
And you could have chosen to be
so
anywhere
is that someone's
else.
but is it a sugar daddy thing or just because it's sugar daddy?
No.
I understand.
Side chickens.
You see, there are times that you want a guy. Same way, there are times that a man wants a lady.
Yeah.
On feel you, but who feeling the power? Who ye be beer to get the guy? But when feel you, did I who person who chase your tanga by in fact?
Now there was one discussion.
What I say?
Yes, your tanga. I'm saying
what you go wanna say? Don't go in for something that You see, you have to go to a place that you are welcome. Don't go to a place.
So by the time he left this one that was coming to your end, now we'll be afraid.
Sanity. And I didn't know so
Valentine.
By Emmanuel. Hey, madam be pa Rabbi Shoni Buta. I saw Chelsea Raya na Charlie Obi Biafra no near the idea. And also you when you train me about a 10. I won't see you feel now on take it no more out. Tell Crown so just with Philippa and 10 years. But take care of so train. Say what da. Bank up what da what the China. Will be born a car say, Joe, now they don't quite Jumana. Say, hey.
And you die.
What up? Son of a crack when we saw the any best setting. Tiwan Casa short train 6 month term. And the lady came to her for some support. I said, no problem. Oh, Medibamau. Why not? Now, so you see a you mafia, Mazio, and I dear Medibamau. So see uncle. Oh, yeah, I don't know in the corner. I say, I saw the man into a year, you waiting who you are. To the man and then yeah, or sign check no.
Oh my gosh!
No, signature. And you know, I say our bank owns a racket.
Look at the press facial expression.
And you have that profile. And right never ga. They push him so. I deal with often because it's not open.
And tell Uncle Open.
And I say, hey, I'm also teacher not to say I need to tell him no pay by. And I say, hey. Now, over the day, Opa yon theatre, never me myself. The manager na catch no. Now I am so catch you am dear man. Atikatika. Oh, I said
I said,
hey, what man na ma dey ati.
Who do we akoto counterfeit? Who do we akoto counterfeit?
So let compensate.
So what happened was that after 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, and the lady met her in town. I was hey, Mom Charlie, we are missing me a mafia, but I am mafia. So you have to be careful. That's what I'm saying with a brother who you have to be careful.
Don't take checks. Don't accept checks in the business. Did you hear him?
Oh, Nasa cash in the crown of former counterfeit. Counterfeit can crack. Cash can crack. Counterfeit barefoot.
High street.
Let me call the media a dozen. But you have to be a bit cody.
But that it means we are not truthful.
No, that is why I'm saying it is. You see, everybody likes a genuine person. That's why when we are being choosy, both of us, men and women, we need to choose our partners right. We don't look at certain things and go in for these. There are people that when him say, lady mean feeling, but always can a bush and force. So I'm only going for material things. That will not help you. You have a problem.
Very big.
When you say that guy will mean feeling, but always because of material things. No.
So
if you don't do, you already the problem, bro. So you have to, value all these things before you make a decision.
But it's Val's Day too. If you know you are feeling someone, there's someone you admire, take the opportunity and drop the hints. What you say? Sending the baby.
Sister, that's how you feel. Be Anna.
Who was secret admirer? We were baby. This is the opportunity. Val's Day. Buy something, that will tell him or her.
I contest on boxer shorts.
But if we are not to put too much emphasis on Val's Day, and then it gets to Val's Day and you don't go out and should your partner think that maybe Bibinti na man excuse say that thing is there, like somebody asks you out on Val's Day and there's a lot of noise going around Val's Day na yebe organ ankasa, main chick, side chick. So it's assumed that on Val's Day, if your guy doesn't take you out, it means he's taking someone else out.
Why if he doesn't take you out, where is he going to be?
So it means that you can do the home thing. You can invite the guy home.
And if he's your guy,
cook is your guy.
Then if you are not going out because there's a lot of buhaha,
you can be indoors.
You want to be.
So by all means, that's what
social
expression for me.
Exactly, but I'm wondering, say, guy, no, that's what you say. Are you talking in this context? Are you talking about boyfriend, girlfriend?
Boyfriend,
because
girlfriend.
Because my husband will be home.
Oh, your husband, you'll be home.
I'm trying to understand. That's why I'm giving you
about boyfriend, girlfriend.
I'm talking about like. What you say? So how serious should he take that? He say, oh, your guy, why you busy with Jumemo? And you know, and not to be important or something. Should we understand? Or say, oh, you know, people are like that.
But you know the job your man
some
or your guy
that
does.
information won't come at the last minute. It'll be a last minute thing.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be a big deal.
Right, but you have to do
understand?
something to show, say, I'm at work, I'm busy, I'm just trying to let
He's
you know
working.
I'm really at
You
work.
can be on the
If you need to prove to me, then I don't trust you.
You see,
Right.
you also need to understand the work that your guy does.
Yeah.
Right.
There are some of them, due to the nature of their work, you know, they close late, and on that special day, maybe he would have loved to come out, but for whatever reason, he got engaged at the office. You see, when you love somebody, you respect the person, you trust. So love is about respect and trust. Because I think my wife, I'm not in the house now, tells me that she's going to work. I know what she does. I'm not worried. When I'm late out at night, maybe I place 2 calls. Honey, I'll be here. I have a meeting like this, or maybe we are hanging out for some business discussion. I'm supposed to meet this guy because he understands my work. If I'm delaying, I say, look, you guys lock the gate, take the keys out. When I come, I'll open myself. I'll be home by 10 or 11. And she's used to that. Because sometimes you go to set and then you close even 2 and depending on what you are doing. So it's communication because we started this.
Right.
When I met my wife, I was in what I'm doing already. And that communication was laid bare. If you don't communicate, that is where there'll be problems. And if you know that out of the blues, you promise your wife that, you guys are going out, and out of the blues, something come out. You shouldn't be out of the blue. You should be able to say that, oh, honey, I can't make it because I promise you 8. We can do it 10. Because my boss, I'm engaged now. I think it should be fair enough.
Right.
Yeah.
And like we're saying, I mean, if your partner is not going to be around on Val's Day. I mean, imagine if you are with a doctor. You have your partner is a doctor, and maybe even on that day he's planned to be with you for you to have a dinner or something.
Emergency.
An emergency comes up. I mean, you can't say that his calling is saving lives. So in as much as he loves you, he needs to do the needful first. So in this case, if he calls and says an emergency, I have to be in the theater. If you get angry, honestly, you are not being fair.
No, so in that instance, he can just send you a text. Something.
So that's what. So it
once
boils
it's a
down to the
communication,
same thing. It's a
it
communication.
shows respect.
So the issue of whether your partner will be around you or not, I guess in this case, if my husband won't be around, I should know why he won't be around.
Right.
Yeah.
But if your boyfriend is not going to be around, again, it depends. Then the issue of
Find them not say.
the relationship you have will come to play.
Find
So
them not say.
why wouldn't he be around on this special occasion? There should be a reason.
Now, if you are not available,
But I don't
you
think
should
that-
try and make it up to me.
I don't think that you should make a big deal out of it if he gives you enough reason to let you know why he won't be around.
You see,
The last thing, I believe that the last thing you should think about is the fact that he's with another woman. For the ladies, because I think more often than not, that's the first thing we think about. You understand? So we should
Trust me, yes,
yeah, we should give you will give me a reason.
But when
to think
some men
like
can
that.
also reach you, they
So-
think you are with another man.
Yeah.
you see,
Stop breaking your hearts with these kind of thoughts. Stop breaking your hearts.
You see,
with these kind of honestly, because
communication.
sometimes it's not that deep.
Yes, the
But we
chief
just
phrase I've
assume.
forgotten. Bibi,
Assumptions,
you see, communication is very important. So each time I'm out, I try to let my wife know where I am.
Communication.
Exact location that I am.
If you don't fill in the gap, the mind will give you something to
Yes,
think
and
about.
that's what women
I
are meant to
fill in the gap.
I was told by my dad and my uncles when I was growing up, I said, look, once you're able to do that, a third person
You save yourself.
Cannot
will
come
not.
in.
Never
Exactly.
So you call my wife. Those days I was working for Vodafone at the time. We could do night activations and all that, And I tell my wife, today we'll be here. After that, we'll go to this pub to do activations. We are here. So you pick a phone and you call my wife. Oh, I mean him did that.
That's better.
If you don't communicate, the man you will be there. Pick a phone and then you have that surprise, and that is what brings problem.
Exactly.
You
So
have
on
to
that
communicate.
surprise bit, we take a quick break. When we come back, we have a hack for the day. back and we are going to give you the hack for the day. I have tried it. I also try it. Next episode we'll talk about it. And I don't know if Zip and Lady A have hacks today. I can't tell, but today I'm in the lead with a hack. So you know these storage bowls that we love in our homes lately because we do not have time. We are all busy running around. You cook, you put them in the storage bowls with lids. Okay, when you are done, sometimes over a period of time, it picks the smell of the food you dish in. So if contemporary stew, sometimes that one no ne kakono, yeah, nan west kakrawum, you know. So I'm told that you can put salt after washing and rinsing the bowl. You put in salt, you cover it, and you leave it. With time, it will take away that food smell that it comes with, or it gets, that you don't really like. So that's the hack for the day. Try it and comment on our social media platform so we know how our hack fared for you. Aisha, will you try it?
Very much so. I'm going to try it. And yeah, because oftentimes we don't put just one meal in our storage bowls. And there are palava sauce. So you do different, things in the bowl. So I think that yes, it gets to a point where it gets that smell in there. So I'm definitely trying this.
So we'll use, after your oil hack, then we'll use the salt.
Perfect.
Perfect. Then your bowls are in
clean,
in good
as
shape.
clean as new to
Zip.
use again. So yeah,
I'll give it a try. I have a lot of storage bowls that needs this kind of hack. So
okay, so
I'll give it a try and see how it goes.
Before we go, your final words. You've spoken a lot. In fact, I didn't want to give you final words, but upon second thoughts, I'll start with Zip.
Listen, Valentine's Day is a big deal. Yes, I know. But should your partner not give you any gift, it's not a big deal. You know him, you know her. On a regular, he or she does it. So it's not a big deal. And if you don't have a partner, darling, love yourself more and show yourself some love. Love you all. Happy Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Just to add to what my sister just said. Mama Zip. We need to lower expectations during Valentine's Day. It's the thought of it alone is okay. So whichever gift, it's good to add a gift and all that, but the thought of the small things that we are given, we should appreciate them. And we should love, not only for loving's sake, but we should love everyone and do good to others.
Right.
Yes.
Lady A.
Yeah, it's a period of love. Let's love lead the whole year through, not just on Valentine's Day. And it's the thoughts again for me, and then how considerate we are with it. Let's not look at the value of the gift, but the thoughts behind it. And let's appreciate one another. And hey, let's love. Me, I am a lover of love. I love love.
Okay.
So happy Valentine's Day. Since we all have our glasses in front of us, let's cheers to love.
Right.
Cheers.
Let's cheers to love.
We should bring some gifts our way.
Yes, we know that we are taking.
Zipporah,
we know that we are taking, but
we are so open to
the admirers, it's allowed.
And you're not pay.
And you're not
Now, Lady A, your shout outs to your clothing line.
Oh, but of course, I'm dressed nicely today by Mayan Stitches. Mayan Stitches, I love my dress, and it's a go-to place. I mean, you don't need to be measured or anything. Just walk in there. They are in East Legon. They have different branches, but all the branches are in East Legon. Walk in there and get yourself something, not just for Valentine, for funerals, for weddings, parties, any occasion. Mayan Stitches has you. So go in there and get yourself something.
Right.
You're not limited. Whatever size you are, when you go there, they will sort you out.
And then Zip and I, we are by Ohima.
By Ohima Shada Boutique on Instagram and Facebook, even on TikTok. We are there. You can get suits, dresses, everything. Ohima Shada, one word, _boutique on Instagram. See you.
Because Val's Day, you need the red.
We are
so
looking
please,
pink.
red, white, everything is there, from
We
boo-boos
have
to
everything.
everything.
Gowns.
Yeah, my
dresses
my
for
last
all
word will
shows
be
and all.
that Lady A will give me candles on Val's Day
scented
and share butter. Yeah, on
candles.
Val's Day.
You don't have a problem.
And
We need it for Valentine's
and
night.
also you need to pass by.
Is that better than
Yes.
Is that bedding?
It's a nice place to get a
For
Valentine
your scented
gift.
candles
Yes.
this Valentine's night.
I mean, that's very romantic.
Yeah,
Yes.
your room should be
Your
smelling
essential
good.
oils, your scented candles.
Your room should be
Your
smelling good
concentrated oils
while you
as
dig
well.
in. While you dig in.
Hey,
Your room
Aisha,
should be
X-rated,
smelling
please.
good.
X-rated.
Go to that bedding, okay?
All right, so for me, I'm still waiting for my teddy bear, but it's been a very wonderful discussion here. I really found it very informative, educative,
amazing.
especially with the gift ideas, because we are always thinking boxes and big things. But yeah, dinner for your man and all that is really good. I mean, cologne, yeah, get them all the
Spa
beautiful
treatment and all.
stuff, because they will change your Corolla into something else. Maybe you are
Amen.
getting a Lexus
And the
next
church
time.
say amen.
You know. So yeah, shout out to all of you. It's been The Opinion. My name is Samwaki Tete. I did this not alone, but with my friends here,
Zainab Aisha Pasa.
right?
Zipporah, I'll say what thing.
And of course, our wonderful guest.
Well, for one, AK, I to the B to the K.
Well,
You
for it
know
was nice having you
It was
here.
so nice
It was
having
so
you
nice.
good-
here.
it's good
He
being
spoke
with
for the
you
men,
ladies.
like seriously.
was great.
Okay, so today we didn't get to bash the men enough, but yeah,
We are
that's
going to show you some more love 2025. Don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah, sister. Why?
Shower you with gifts.
Yeah, sister. So that's it. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Bye.
Ah.